Unbelievable! That is a dream goal!
They found it! They finally found the goal they were looking for!
What a finish that is! Do not scratch your eyes! This is really happening!
We are live here on Game and Frame, back again for another season at Eddie Morea Stadium for Ironbound Soccer Club in the UPSL. They are once more in the Premier American South.
So sorry for the delay. Again, we are back at Eddie Morea Stadium here on Game and Frame for Ironbound Soccer Club as they are in the Premier American South. They got renamed to the American South this conference back in the spring. We're here in the fall, and just this time last year, Ironbound finished first in the what was then the Northeast American South with 20 points. They unfortunately were out of playoff position in 7th, one spot out in the spring when they had 4 wins and a draw, 6 losses for 13 points. They were a negative 15 goal differential, not the standard that Coach Sergio Nobre is trying to set here with Ironbound. That first place finish was the second time they had been to the playoffs here in the Premier level. They're trying to make it number 3 this season. This is match number 1. Everyone else in the division has played 1 or 2 matches so far. There are 9 teams now in this American South as the UPSL has shifted around some of the teams and conferences. Now we have a full New Jersey conference, this American South, and Philadelphia has their own division, or Pennsylvania, has their own division as well. One of the new members here to this New Jersey division is the opponent tonight, Giuseppe Rossi Academy. If that name sounds familiar, he is a former Italian international on the full men's stage of FIFA, and this is Rossi's New Jersey Academy. He does have connections here to Jersey. Did play for Italy versus the US. There are some players tonight that do play for their U20s and U17s. This is their men's team. They drew in their first match. That was on the 15th, so last weekend on Saturday, they played All-Stars FC, another new team. It was a 2-2 draw, so that match at home, here they are away. So it does put them at 5th in the table, exactly middle with the 1 point, but at this point in time, at this mark of the season, with just little matches being played, not too much to be taken yet for the standings, but just for context there, 5th out of 9. This will, of course, be the first time these two teams have matched up, playing a fixture. Rossi, they have never played in the UPSL Premier or UPSL at all. Of course, Ironbound has been playing since fall 2023. So this will mark full 3 years that they have been playing the UPSL and a full 3 seasons in Premier with all of 24, 25, and now 2026 in the fall and spring. We will have lineups in a little bit. It is after 8:25. They're going to have walkouts here, so we'll be back in a moment live after the national anthem for lineups, and then we'll get going here on Game and Frame officially. So we are back live for Ironbound and Giuseppe Rossi Academy as we get our whistle underway here exactly at 8:30. We start exactly on time. Some new names in the starting 11 for Ironbound. Kevin Sabadin, one of the mainstays, is between the sticks in the purple kit, the keeper. This is Jason Chung. Usually wearing 17's got the kit number of 20 tonight. Robert She is number 12. He's the left center back. Sebastian Diaz, 13. There was a touch for Ethan Zhang. He's 15, the right back. That's one of the new names. She and Zhang, two new defenders. Midfield of Josser Amaya, 6. Rowan Diaz, 9. And Edgar Abreu, 10. We all know those names from previous seasons. Nicholas DeMay, right winger, a veteran, but Christian Penich and Jean Hirung are 18 and 17 respectively, their kits. They are new men up front. As the run is being made there, that's Neme, and he was offside. You saw as he was running there, he was checking his right shoulder if he was onside or not. The assistant raises the flag. Ironman are in their navy blue. White numbers. Rossi with black numbers and names. White kits, red shorts and socks. Attacking to our left. William Black scored a brace in that 2-2 draw versus All-Stars. He is not in the squad tonight for Rossi Academy. Ball ricochets, run there from Diaz, wearing the number 9, but he is a midfielder. Couple battling. Now we've got a throw first for Ironbound. Throw into the corner. That was Penich. Slip by Abreu, Amaya. Amaya will drop the deepest of the three right here between Chung and She. Down the channel, run, Hirung, and now he is also raised offside. That's 2 runs already being made by Ironbound, potentially behind the 2 center backs for Rossi Academy. Pressure on the ball there by Amaya. Step up by Zhang. Deflection. Hirung puts it in space, lost it out. With Hirung starting, Ricardo Oliveira then is going to come off the bench. He's been a starter for multiple seasons running for Ironbound. That's an intercept by Diaz. His heavy touch works out as a pass to Abreu. He's tackled off the ball and fouled. Do have kit numbers for Rossi Academy. I'm going to try and update the lineup as much as I can. They've got players registered all the way down to 2011s. That is their second academy team is 10 and 11s. It's 06 all the way through 09 for their highest academy team. Abreu, soft chip. That's freely headed out. That was our match's first free kick. Penich off one challenge. Fakes across in. Zhang, edge of the area. That was Abreu. Now Ironbound will retreat backwards. Amaya will face Looking to send long. Penic off the shoulder. He is onside. Brought it down very nicely with his right foot. Penic looks to shoot! And he's called it bar down for a debut opening goal for Penic. And Ironbound leads 1-0. A curler from outside the box was hit to perfection on the underside of the crossbar, and an early 1-0 lead for Ironbound to start fall 2026. So Christian Penic, new striker, scoring to make it 1-0. Left Cairns there, the goalkeeper, Brendan Cairns, number 1. Left him just hoping that would somehow find the woodwork. So we're in the 7th minute, and Ironbound, the lead they needed. Of course, I mentioned finished 7th in the spring, out of playoff position. They weren't playing up to how they wanted at home. Remaining to step there was Zhang after he lost the ball. This is number 5 for Rossi Academy. That was Alessandro Sola. Great touch over the chip. And now on the run, that's Brooklyn Marcos, number 20. He's got tape for his number on the back of his kit. Good vision there, and offside is the call. Would have scored. That was 10-11. Vincenzo Ferretto finding Thiago Nieto, but again it was offside. You see some of the Italian influence in some of the names. The striker there is Joshua Cedeno, number 21. Possession, Nieto, or that's Ferrero, excuse me. Sola, Marcos. So Marcos is the left back. Good 1-2 combination. Down the channel, now inside. Ferretto to Nieto again. This is blocked by Chung. Rebound. And that was on the side, out by Chung. See him kind of go on a knee there to clear it. The ball was on the side of his body. That was at the edge of the box, now a clear. Hirung gets it in the path of Penic. Sabanin howling for it. They look to be playing a 4-2-3-1, Rossi Academy. Amaya, wider. Diaz, first time. That's too strong. Victor Kiskiel, number 6, is also in the middle for Brooklyn, or Giuseppe Rossi Academy. Good distribution from Cairns. But that's taken now by Neme. Abreu trying to shift off of the man marking him, which is Alicio Esperemi. Nemi and Abreu. Nemi, Abreu, and Chong will be the leaders of this 11, as well as Sabadin as the 4 regulars. Kiskil. Spirmate. Again to his feet. He's tripped and fouled. Just a little step on the foot by Amaya. Middle can turn. Layoff from the striker. Cedeno tried the layoff. Diaz. There's space to move into. High line by Rossi Academy, trying to draw offside. Diaz off one challenge. Penic, the goal scorer, now looking to provide right across the deck in front of the goal mouth, and a third time offside. Nemi is off, according to the assistant. So not a 2-0 lead for Rossi Academy. Zhang has a throw towards the corner flag. Spearman in front of Abreu. It's good work from the number 10, Fioretto. Didn't fully pull off the move there for Rossi Academy. Out of the reach of Kishkiel. Abreu has to play it soon. Penic onside. Hirung is not. Penic will wait. Hirung, did he ever reestablish? No flag has come up. Penic, edge, now central. Abreu, left-footed, put it in, just inside the far post. Great accuracy there from Abreu, who rolled it past him about 20 yards, and now it's a 2-0 lead for Ironbound. Penic, the hockey assist after scoring a goal to open our account, and it's 2-0 thanks to Edgar Abreu getting his first now of this season. Spearmate. As Ironbound looked to take command early. Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors: M Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Reek Creations, Wisson Company LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams Parkview Realty. It was close to being given away. Sola started this. Cedeno outside his box, or I should say Ironbound's box. Scooped by Diaz on the move. Abreu, first time. Down into a lot of space. Hirung. Sola, header. Calmly back to his keeper, Kerins. Chung. Zhang's taking position up the field. Abreu. That's mishit by Penic. Possession. That's, as I say that, A little jinx for Rossi Academy. Diaz just out of his range to collect. Good burst here by Nieto. Fights off a challenge. A second comes in, and it's cleaned by Diaz, but given right back to the feet of Nieto. Nieto, maybe trying to be too tricky. Cedeno, watched by Chung on the mark. It will be a throw for Rossi Academy. Kishkil. Good 2-pass for Rossi Academy. Cedeno just behind him, threw his foot at it. Good pace for Penic. Down for Hirong. Trying to set up one of his other attackers. Great slide tackle there for Rossi Academy, and it's a throw just at the corner flag. Coming over there to defend space behind Sola was his center back partner, as they had to defend in transition. I believe that's Salvador Plago, who is number 92. Shot! Just missing. Diaz just pulled it enough short. Sola. Marcos. Now they've gone right to left. Too much dribbling maybe for Marcos. Zhang. Sabadin relocated. He's fine there, no pressure on him. Diaz. Can't shake. That was Nieto. Zhang. Abreu. Left. Hirong. Now a run by Diaz. Can Hirong get it out of his feet? Diaz stopped. Onside. Give and go. Slide from Marcos. And now another slide. Brave keeping there from Kieran's. Now a slide by Shea. Now too much dribbling by Penic. Sola. Enzo Avanzato. Marcos overlapping, cut it inside. That's Fioretto. You saw there how smart he was trying to put his body in between him, the defender and the ball. He's shaken up, but no foul was called. Penic is now dragged to the turf by Sola. Now the referee will assess if there's any injuries back behind the play. See there a limp for Fioretto. I think he's going to walk it off and be all right. Even though they're losing the age battle, some of these young players, though, not afraid. We've seen a lot of attacking moments, not end product yet, but some definite bright spots between Cedeno, Fioretto, and Nieto. As now Sabin has to get checked out by the trainer. He's on his backside in the box. Steven Perez is the other keeper tonight for Ironbound. Still getting looked at. Checking something out with his legs. Don't know if this is a hip problem for Sabadin, who's still a little uncomfortable. The trainer's going to work back to the sideline. It's definitely something with his right hip. That'll probably be added there at stoppage time. Amaya tried to pick out Nemi. Diaz, too heavy. Kishkil. You see Nemi getting behind the ball. Diaz will have to now. Avanzato lost it. Penic laying it. Now with pace, Zhang. Hirong looks to be onside, splitting what would have been Sola and Plago. Continuing to make those runs, Hirong. Penic started at striker, at least was listed there, but Hirong for the most part has been the furthest forward. Diaz commits a foul. Avanzato, Ricochet, Diaz for Ironbound, Shea, Abreu, that's picked off, read too easily to Nimi. Nieto, far side, Cedeno, gets a touch, Kishkil checking his shoulder, Cedeno, just touched it onto the shoulder of Shea, and now the pass wider, Nieto, he'll have two runners, Cedeno shooting on the half turn and put it wide. Never made it to the frame of the goal to test Sabadin. Last couple minutes though, Rossi Academy has played much better, had some better moments, played themselves into the match some, still trailed by 2 goals. Abreu, Diaz. Nemi now checking himself, and Diaz's pass is splitting of Hirong, who's now pulled off the tackle. Hirong, center, just out of reach for Penic. Kishkil was looking right, there was no option there. Espirme, his pass is off the mark. Zhang. Amaya. Abreu. Watched by Kishkil, left-footed. Lofted off the head of Diaz. Checking inside, Avanzato. Now we'll spray the pass, that's brought down really neatly. Can they find the final shot? And it's right at Sabadin. Never had to move there, just down to ground for his first save. First time pass, now Chung. Ironbound content to keep it. Shea, left-footed, pinged it, great pace. Hirung into the box, will shoot from really, really tight angle, and that's palmed down by Kerins. Marcos. Far side for Rossi Academy. Next Sunday, we have Philadelphia Lone Star versus Capital City Islanders at 4 p.m. in the UPSL Premier American South Keystone. That is the Pennsylvania Conference. Also Sunday, Cosmos B versus SFC 1924. That is at 7 p.m. UPSL Premier as well in this American South Garden. New Jersey Conference. So we have those next weekend as the UPSL season is getting into full swing here on Game in Frame. Diaz cut off by Marcos. Get a second ball. Penich backing down Marcos, beat him. Penich, his cross is denied, but a corner kick. First of the night, comes almost a half an hour in for Ironbound. Penich wins it. Abreu. Service. Headed out. Might have taken a slight deflection. Now on the half volley. Is tapped into the arms of Kerins. He'll now volley out. Zhang misjudged it. Now in Ironbound's territory is Rossi Academy. Sabanin comes out. Shea. They will use Sabatin to distribute. Abreu. Now they'll get up to the front. This is Diaz helping out the attack. And right at the edge there, good read by Kerins. Avanzato. Cross field. Headed by Shea into his midfield. Abreu. Trying to send Penich. Penich onside. Hirung right there in the front. And Penich called his own number and blasted way too high. Looking for goal number 2. Lego. Good step there from Shea. He sees the play. Step over. Abreu. Now dragged it left. Still holding the ball. Penic couldn't collect, went off his shin. Maybe space for Espirme, looking at his runners. Fioretto outside, Marcos, first time, right across the front, and no runners could find the final ball. That is the correct play though by Marcos to make Ironbound have to defend a ball right in front of Sabatin. Sabatin can't come for that based on the trajectory of the ball, nice and low by Marcos. But no attacker, as we have 15 minutes, a quarter of an hour left to go in the first half. 2-0 for Ironbound. Penic and Abreu the goal scorers. Nemi, looking like a defensive midfielder. He hasn't got a touch in a while. Switching places is Nemi and Abreu. Sabatin outside the 18. Up the wing. Stepping in front of it, Marcos. Still a throw-in. They still possession for Ironbound. Shea. Abreu. Curled. Sola just got a toe. Espirme marked by Diaz. Good pass. Fioretto faked to his left. Got Chung to bite. Fioretto continuing to carry. He wants to make the through ball. And it is intercepted by Diaz. Rowan. Just over the head of Penic. Diaz might not have been the right idea by Sola, and then he goes to beat Kerens from 45 yards out. Pligo, one of a couple older players in Rossi Academy's team. Espirme. He'll attack, 2 to the right. Fioretto, Cedeno, and great pace from Diaz, and he does an even better job to make sure there's no corner. He kicked it out for a throw, so no set piece for Rossi Academy. Espirme off the throw. Backheeled it. They fake one in, losing one man. Back to Espirme. Cutting it behind him. Fioretto. A slip with some shoulder contact, and they do whistle the foul on Zhang, the referee. Coach Nobre does not agree with that call. Looked like it was shoulder to shoulder. Ball's just in front of the 15-yard marker, so just inside 25 yards away from the goal line. And just outside of the hash mark, so it is outside the near post. 4 on the wall. Fioretto's going to go for it himself. Fioretto put it over the crossbar. Couldn't dip it down. Do not take advantage of a good-looking free kick. Abreu. Trying to elude Kishkiel. Got the better of the tackle. And Cedeno just picked up his foot. Rolled to Amaya. Amaya. Trying to beat two. He's megged. Avanzetto. Amaya. Good work to go keep with it. And the pass. Nemi, one-on-one. Trying to beat Cairns. Goes around the keeper. And he'll have a layup. It's 3-0. That play is all created by Jusser Amaya. Beating two men. Then the through ball. Nemi the run on the high line. And goes around the keeper Cairns to his strong right foot. And they've got a hat trick in the first half for Ironbound. 35 minutes in. They have a 3-0 lead in the first half of their first match in fall 2026. Three different goal scorers. And it might even be three different men assisting as well to these three goals. Right now you have to like some of the changes to the lineup. Amaya, who has been with Ironbound in past seasons, not always in the spring because of the college season, but does play here in the fall. Marcos. Cross in. Right idea again, but doesn't find the head or foot of a teammate. And staying with that play for a throw-in win. We do have Save of the Month nominees coming at halftime. We'll stay tuned during halftime for those nominees. Again, Save of the Month. That would be the Save of the Month from the month of July. Obviously, we're just starting here at the end of August for this month. But Save of the Month of July, we'll show those nominees at halftime and then have more information for voting in our second half. Too handsy there for the foul. .38th minute of the first half, 3-0 for Ironbound. Sola. Into the channel. That's off the shin of Fioretto. He'll go get it. A foot in by Amaya. He steps away, Fioretto. Created space from Amaya. Looking into the box. Outside, Spearmay. Kishkiel. Can they recycle this? That's in the lane, Nemi. Sola. Line for Marcos. Marcos got it back. Good touch by Avanzato. And then once it went into the box, it was really shut down by Chung and Zhang. Spearmay. Kishkiel. Good tackle by Amaya. This time didn't send in Hirung. Nemi gets help from Diaz, and he was pulled. Second time quickly here that Diaz has been fouled. They will have a free kick in their own half. Can Ironman add a fourth goal in these last few minutes of the first half? That's a miss by Marcos. Penic doesn't have the pace ultimately, as the ball will become a goal kick. Again, the idea Spearmay, middle. Always covering the area is Amaya. Kishkiel. Cedeno. Cedeno continues his run off the pass. Cedeno, and that is hit out by Chung for a corner kick. This will be the first corner for Rossi Academy. Cedeno there, the biggest positive to create the corner. Kishkiel to deliver. Amaya left-footed to get it away. Hirung. That's the wrong side of Nemi. He was also dealing with two defenders. Kishkiel got the touch, which stays with Rossi Academy, and just away from the outstretched Avanzato. Abreu has four options, picks one to the right, it's Penic. Penic, Nemi, middle, far post, Hirung. Penic, step over, now wanted to make a move towards the goal line, and that one-on-one defense is from Sola for Rossi Academy. Penic, blocked, got it back, ricochet, tight, Diaz, and pushed down short by Kerins for a save that would have been in if his gloves aren't there. Diaz testing from a wider angle. Hirung did that earlier on the run, the other post. Abreu, corner, Kerins, not completely convincing win for the punch instead of the catch. Abreu, again, to his left, put it in, Zhang, over, Zhang on the slip, and then Kerins can just stop any momentum of the ball with his right glove. Nieto, maybe there's space. Amaya is defending, it's a little not completely organized after the corner. No one across the face. It's actually a throw. They want to keep Ironbound in the corner. Penic. Kishkiel wins the challenge. And again, Espirme. Plego. Fioretto. You can see how well he is on the ball. Needs to be as the attacking midfielder. Nieto wanted to pass to Cedeno. That was intercepted by Ironbound. Hirung, 1-on-3. Hesitation. Now the burst. Hirung tried to split and heavy touch. So they do deal with Hirung. Sola. 20 seconds to go in the first half before stoppage time. Marcos. 2 watching. That's Cedeno. First time pass is given away by Marcos. Nemi, who scored the third. Nemi, great pace. That's a good job there to cut it as soon as possible. Fioretto pulls off the half spin. Couldn't beat a third man. It was Rowan Diaz who eventually won the tackle. Now a spin. Hirung running off of it. That was clean by Plago. Avanzato. Cedeno. Willing to hold up the ball, even though he's losing the physical profile. Strong tackle. That was Amaya. Diaz. See how much time left there is. Good diagonal. And a really good touch. Penic. Hirung making the run in front of him. Penic stayed with it as Hirung would have been offside. And then can't go right through the defender in front of him. I believe that was Sola. Spearmay. Kicked out by Zhang. As we're going to be 2 minutes in. And that is the last moment of the first half. 3-0 for Ironbound. Again, the goal scorers Christian Penic, Edgar Abreu, and Nicholas Nemi. 3 in the first half. As they lead after 45 minutes at home. It's been a thrilling 45 for Ironbound. Just what they ordered for this first half. We'll show you the candidates for Save of the Month from the month of July from our coverage on Game in Frame. Good push forward. Tavares, will he shoot again? That's open and palmed away by Romero. Good active save by Romero. That definitely would have been a goal by Tavares, and he keeps it goalless.
Matakian now with space, gonna try a shot, and it's saved. Matakian trying his luck from distance. Vedasov, the goalkeeper for New York, did a great job to get that one away.
Shot on the turn, hits the crossbar above. That's the crossbar of the field goal post, and apparently Armstrong got a piece. They flagged for another corner following, so that's a really good save from Armstrong if he was able to get some fingertips on the ball.
Or finish himself. Here's Abajian into Kahiani for a third, and a great save. Keeps that one out the corner. What a great diving effort there from the goalkeeper, Andre Mosesian.
At the box. This is Russell Vargas from left back. Montero's onside, touched it for Tobin! And a great save on the dive by Sellers. He just saved his back line from giving up the lead at 2-1. That's a tremendous save there by Sellers with his gloves.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobras, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Second half momentarily underway. Referee checks the watch. 3-0 the score we had in the first half. We'll let you know of any lineup changes. Rossi Academy will start with the ball. It's missed by Stevenson. Throw in by Diaz to Hirung. He brings the ball away. Diaz looked like he was trying to shape himself up to shoot. Then he wanted the back heel. And that was taken by Rossi Academy. Nieto will have a run by Stevenson. Stevenson. Then in front of him is a new player onto the field and shown out for a goal kick by Zhang. Believe that's Alexander Saavedra. So he's at the striker spot. Number 22. Cedeno, 21, drops into the attacking midfield position. They have taken off Enzo Avanzato. And Fioretto is now the left winger. The other 10 are the same. And it's the same 11 for Ironbound. Is that out? Sabadin lifted it for a throw-in. Sola. Stevenson to his keeper, Currens. Espirme, stretched, goal kick. The send was for Nieto. Sabadin like sleep, where he just kicked away the previous ball. Making sure it wasn't close to the field of play. Diaz has pace to keep it in. Hirung shoulder to shoulder with Plago. It's in favor of Ironbound. We're at 78, Francisco Cristaldo. He was the sub, so Cristaldo, excuse me, is in. I apologize. Fioretto. Clearance by Diaz all the way back to Currens. Cristaldo out left. going in for a challenge. Now on his back. I'm not seeing who that is for Ironbound. Nemi. Hirung would be offside. Nemi holds it. Now he sees it. What a beautiful ball. Penic. Will he go himself? He will. And a brace. Just passing it in. Penic with a brace in his first match for Ironbound. Nemi now an assist to add to his goal. And it's 4-0 for Ironbound as they again find a through ball against the high line. As they move the ball very quickly from their defense to the attack from midfield. Hirung was an option through the middle, but it's Christian Penic who's now converted 2 chances. The first one was the best goal we've seen of the 4. I believe it's Joss or Amaya who's needing assistance. We'll see if he has taken off. 4 players there have taken off their warm-ups for Ironbound. We will likely see all the subs except for Steven Perez. We do have a full bench of 9 total, including Perez. Maya is walking his way to the bench. First sub for Ironbound. Both teams now made 1. Darius Holmes, number 4. He is playing defensive midfielder, so it's a like-for-like change with Amaya. Nemi. He's forced as the space was taken away. Diaz, just clearing it, just making sure it's at a good height so we can move it out. Sola, out of reach for Fioretto. Second sub coming up for Rossi Academy. Sedano holding it up. Fioretto on the move is Kishkil, and he won't get there. Nemi. Hirung lost the ball for a moment. He actually almost overran it. He did see it bounce down left of his body. Hirung. Stevenson will defend him. Diaz doesn't have the numbers forward. Holmes. Giovanni Luna, 16, is in. So Luna and Cristaldo, second half subs. They'll restart with Sabadin. Shea. Holmes pushed. Holmes. Way to bounce off of Sedano. Nemi was onside. Or no, he was not. Excuse me, spoke too soon. Gene Hirung will be taken out as we start to see more and more subs for Ironbound. Penich will now be the striker. New right winger. Currens just cleared it. Abreu just getting his foot around it before it went out over the goal line. Zhang backwards. Chung. Marked by Cristaldo. Zhang. Can he turn? His shirt is being pulled. No foul. Adam Zemraki, number 14, is that right winger that came in. Sorry for the delay there. Shot! I think that hit the post, the right side of the near post, and went behind for a goal kick. Surprise Sabaden. I was hit with a lot of pace. Did make a move by the defense. Got a better angle. And it was a good looking shot. It is a... They did call a foul, or the referee, excuse me, did call a foul. Abreu, spinning. Chung. Higher position. His pass can't be completed. Cristaldo, good turn. Chung, though, recovers. Kishkiel, better from Penich. He's pulled. Lightly on the foul. Nemi, always running behind. Had Zemraki. Nemi wants a brace! He would have had Kerens off balance, who was pushing to his left, and Nemi would have had the right side, or Kerens right, I should say. Just missed that moment there, Nemi. Cedeno. Still with Ironbound. Zemraki. Faked the cross. Now a great touch. Nemi! That's as easy as it'll get for Nemi this whole season. Just has to touch it 2 yards from goal. Zemraki, an assist off the bench. Nemi, the second player to score a brace tonight for Ironbound. Zemraki, an assist to the score sheet. And it's 5 for Ironbound as they have a rout here at home. Kishkiel can't collect it. It was to the wrong side. Nemi, will he want a hat trick? Diaz went for the Rabona. At least it seemed he went for the Rabona, which was blocked. Holmes. Nemi. Thrown by Kishkiel. Frustration now being shown, and he will draw a yellow from the referee. So Victor Kishkiel, only player with a yellow card tonight, as we've played 60 minutes. Ironbound would like to thank its sponsors, again, M-Parts Worldwide, Salt Athletic, Heritage Barbershop, Recreations, Wisson Company, LLP, Alliance Orthopedics, Footy Shop, and Team Pena from Keller Williams, Parkview Realty. Holmes up behind the defensive line. A touch there off the fingertips of Currens. Easily winning the ball there, Ironbound. Zhang. Oh, that's Shi, excuse me. Zemraki. Looking up. That bounces off the body of Kishkiel. Directly into the feet. Out. Double switch. Actually, one for Ironbound as well. Roman Diaz's night is done, as well as Sola for Rossi Academy. Sabatin, again in discomfort. Stevenson out the right back for Rossi Academy. Kishkiel goes to center back for Sola. Matthew Aducci, 14, is in. Sabatin now will walk. I think he's coming out. Steven Perez will have to get ready as quickly as possible. So unfortunately, what has been almost a perfect night for Ironbound, season injury. See how long this will take, because it's going to be what is added to stoppage time. Now in a pink kit is Steven Perez. So now potentially we will see all 20 players in action for Ironbound. We'll have a corner for Rossi Academy. Chung stopped, put his foot on the ball as it came into the middle. Front! And almost a really bad moment there for Shia, who was able to control it enough to go out for another corner. And again, we have a player down. There are still 5 players on the bench unused for Ironbound, or 6, excuse me. We started with 9, they've made 3 subs. We're going to have 2 changes now for Ironbound. Abreu comes out, scoring the second goal. I believe it's Zhang who was injured. Up into the box, right in the middle, headed away, brought down, shot, and they will draw one. It's Cristaldo, the 46-minute substitute, who scores his first goal in the UPSL. And there will be no clean sheet for Ironbound. Second ball off the corner. Robbins Etienne, number 19. 5, Josh Trotman were brought in right before that corner. Those are subs 4 and 5 tonight for Ironbound. Rocky drops to right back. Etienne there, excuse me, Robbins Etienne. Or Zemraki's here with the left wing. Etienne's the striker. Trotman's the right back. Sorry for that confusion. Holmes cut off the first pass. That's a Ducci, 14. Hit on the switch. Good control by Penich. Holmes. Chung, maybe a little miscommunication with Perez, and then they give it up a second. Perez never came for the ball. Chung was trying to shield his body in front of Rossi Academy. And they've got 2 now in the second half. These are on back-to-back chances for Rossi Academy. And maybe the inexperience of time playing between Chung and Perez, or communication, they give up a second goal. So now it's 5-2 our scoreline. Holmes. That's really good over the top to Penich. Penich who scored the first. Did that come off a hand? Would have been first off the body and then the hand. I think the referee made the right decision there to not give a penalty. Not played Etienne. Zemraki, who has 1 assist. Penic, is he onside? Over the top. That hit the crossbar of the football field goal post ahead or above our crossbar to the goal. That's 2 chances that Penic has lifted too high. Nieto. Aducci. Play go. That'll make its way to Etienne. Might have slipped with the contact from Plago. Asking a lot there from Nieto. Manuel Moreno also came into the match, number 16 for Ironbound. He is on. Only Valentin Charco, Anthony Bento, and Ricardo Oliveira have not played so far in this match for Ironbound. That's read by Nemi, shoulder to shoulder. He can't make the pass yet, didn't have the angle. Luna took that look away from Nemi. Again, on Sunday, we have 2 matches here in the UPSL. First, Philadelphia Lone Star versus Capital City Islanders at 4 p.m. American South Keystone, as this run is Fioretto. He's trying to keep it in. Edge, turning, Cristaldo, Cedeno. Marcos! Just over. That actually looked pretty close. He's trying to cross it, and it worked out as a shot that definitely caused some concern. And then also Sunday, Cosmos B versus SFC 1924 at 7 p.m. UPSL Premier, American South Garden. Zemraki, 2-on-2. This side, Etienne, step over. Zemraki, will he go for a shot? Fighting off some contact, and his shot is blocked by Pligo. Cristaldo. Nieto wants it. Cristaldo going on the dribble. Maybe could have passed it twice. Penic. Etienne. We'll have Zemraki behind. Etienne and Moreno are also new. Also, should mention then Trotman as well. Those are all players that have not played for Ironbound previous seasons. Nieto. In by Aducci, no runners. Thrown to Diaz. Calls out Robbins. Or Etienne, excuse me. Etienne thought that Penic was on his other side. Play go. Into Cristaldo. That's really good control with contact from behind by Chung. Diaz, just a step in front of Nieto. Zemraki does good to win it back. Moreno. Holmes. Don't know if he saw Cristaldo on his other shoulder. Moreno, touchline. Cristaldo. He will have Luna. Luna shooting right at the midsection, low of the goal by Perez for a save. And I think Perez here got a 5-second count. So the referee can award possession, or it's a corner. If the referee does find that the keeper is taking too long, he can award a corner. This is a new rule in football. Penich came out, as well as Nieto for Rossi Academy. Now Zavedra is in, 22 for Rossi Academy. Perez came to it, fingertips, shot in! It's 3, Cedeno, really good technique. That's a low volley, that's difficult to make sure you're not too far underneath the ball, and he put it underneath the crossbar in the roof of the goal, and they've cut it to 5-3 now, has Rossi Academy, and there have been some real unforced errors by Ironbound in this second half. And to be honest, with 13 minutes left before stoppage time, it is not a safe lead. They say 2-0 lead is the worst spot you want to be in, because if the opponent who's trailing gets the next one, it becomes 2-1. In this case, it would be 5-4, and then really the pressure switches completely to the team that's leading. Moreno. That's going to be given up. Had to get it higher. Trajectory, if you wanted to pull off that pass to Nemi. That's a caught late, advantage played for Rossi Academy. That's, I think, the right call by the referee. It was lateral, but the chance is here. That's put back in the center. Missed hit. Aducci, no shot. Still having possession here. Fioretti, maybe by the shoulder of Trotman. Now he's pulled down, and that foul, they call the penalty. It's at the edge of the box and inside. Now a penalty given up by the substitute Josh Trotman, the new right back. And this keeps getting from bad to worse for Ironbound. So Kishkiel, older player, will step up to the penalty spot for Rossi Academy. Coach Nobre does not agree with the call, arguing there's nothing in that foul. Kishkiel right-footed against Perez to make it a one-goal game. He does! Goes for power. Guessing the right way is Perez, but he didn't have the reaction time to get his outstretched arms and gloves to the shot, and Kishkiel has turned this game from 5-0 at the 60-minute mark to before 80 minutes, it's now 5-4. Rossi Academy, you could have thought they were left for dead at 5-0. There was no energy. And really hurting themselves as Ironbound on a lot of these opportunities. But still credit to Rossi Academy for fighting back into the match. As you said the whole night, a lot of young players. And when I mean young, I am legitimately talking about high school age, from 2006 all the way down to 2011, as they win a goal kick. Ironbound thought that was a foul before the ball was hit off of them and out. Cristaldo, as Chung backed off of him, it was really good control to collect. Luna. Cedeno. Now one, maybe a counter here for Ironbound. Nemi sprinting. Nemi for a hat trick. Kerins fought it in front of him. Cristaldo, handball. Came up high off of his foot. Incidental, but of course has to be called. Anthony Bento, number 2, is on for Ironbound. Trotman. They want to keep them, this Rossi Academy, they want to keep Ironbound towards that corner. 82nd minute. Etienne. Not able to hold it up. All the confidence now to Rossi Academy. Silvestre started this 22. Lego. Watching Cristaldo was Chung. He has his assignment. Left side. Driving at Trotman. Cristaldo outside the box. Blocked. Second not there for Rossi Academy. Etienne. High. Nemi. Header. Moreno. Stopping the chance. Rossi Academy, a spin. Fioretto. Saw a lot of that in the first half from him. Where does that ball end up? It is a goal kick over the byline. Mentioned those save of the month. And not only did I mention it, you saw it at halftime. Please go to our Instagram page, at Game in Frame, to vote in the comment section your favorite favorite save of the month by voting the name in the comment section of the keeper you thought had the best save from the month of July. We'll tally up the votes. It ends at midnight voting, and we'll have the save of the month for tomorrow morning. 84th minute, Perez. There will be a few minutes added at the end. We had just 2 in the first half, but there's definitely been more than that in the second half. Try and, of course, hear when we get to that point. Zamraki trying to open himself wider. Etienne. Nemi. One of just a handful of starters still on. Zamraki, too heavy. Marcos to the middle. She. That's missed on the overhead kick. Moreno. Robbins. Slip there by Neme. Still able to pull out the pass. Zamraki, as Neme runs off of it, Zamraki, left-footed to win it. It's blocked right back to him. A second time. That was by Marcos both times on block. And catching late. Kishkiel was stepped on. And Nemi, they're getting pushed by Currens. And he does pick up a yellow card. It is clumsy. I don't think he meant it, but it has to be carded. Jet Charupakam for Rossi Academy is the player without a kit number and just a white jersey in midfield. Bento behind Diaz, 4 minutes in the 90 to go. And he concedes a throw. And now Diaz shoving Silvestre as Diaz was taking the ball away. And then Silvestre kicked him to get it back as it was Rossi Academy's throw. Referee's gonna have to calm this situation down. Cristaldo, this is out. Attempting a really long throw. It will bounce once to Etienne. Hard contact. Robbins contacted, not enough there. Kishkiel with about 2 minutes left. Trotman stepped up, keeps it with Holmes. Holmes, really good work to get out from a couple defenders. Bento, far side, Nemi. He's closed by 3. Now Moreno. Rossi Academy looking for the draw. Fioretto has to peel back. Now through Moreno. Aducci. Good step by Diaz, who has a lot of pace. Diaz only has Robbins, so he'll hold it. And then Silvestre, clean tackle from behind. And now Diaz has left that defensive space. Aducci. In. Perez will come to get it. Exactly 60 seconds in regulation. Robbins headed in the wrong direction. Aducci might have slipped out of his hand. It wasn't as far as Cristaldo. And Shea gets a throw for Ironbound. Diaz. Again, he'll pull off the long throw. Robbins. Just enough for a foul. Kishkiel is on a yellow. Obviously, that would never rise to a yellow card unless it was accumulation, but I don't think it's really a worry at this moment. But for a bigger foul, we will, of course, know of his yellow card and Nemi's. Diaz into the 18. Too easy for Currens. Shea came up high on his shin. Silvestre. Fioretto has Shea backing up. Fioretto. Holmes. Maybe just shoved him slightly twice. Straight on. And now the tackle. That is Bento. Now Zemraki. 2-on-2. Robbins for support. Kishkiel showing him wide. Zemraki. Middle. Shooting. And that always rises. Currens gets the ball right back in. 92nd minute. Final push for Rossi Academy. Cristaldo has it across the field. Cristaldo got the pass off. Aducci with 3 in the middle. Aducci, pass. And offside. Offside originally on Aducci. Let the play go until the assistant could raise. Cramp for Diaz. Two or 3 minutes left. Perez hits it as far as he can up the left. Zemraki was the target. Trupacorn to Pligo. Fioretto stepping up. Trotman to clear. Kishkiel off the foot of Zemraki. Right back to Kishkiel. This pass is pulled off as Ironbound are sitting further back. Aducci just have to defend a couple times. Silvestre left-footed into the area. Zemraki turning. Nemi, hand up in the air. Zemraki played it low. Right at the feet of the center back, Pligo. Fioretto as Pligo continues all the way up. Turning, shooting. Cristaldo off the block by Chung. And we've got a handball on the ricochet. It's been 3.5 minutes in stoppage time. 6 goals total in the second half. Still coming away with it. Shupakam. Bento. Ironbound are fine with these clearances. Kishkiel. Aducci. Pligo. He stepped on. Bento. And it will be a yellow. Second yellow to Rossi Academy. Both their center backs now on yellow cards. Diaz. You'd have to think he's looking at Robbins. He is. Robbins, can he pull off the move? And he's just gonna walk to the corner. Actually will pass it to Moreno. This is taking more time. Switch. Nemi's onside. Will he shoot? Nemi. Hat trick and the win! 6-4! Good night, says Nicholas Nemi. And they will pick up 3 points in what has been the most thrilling goal fest in any of the matches we've had at Eddie Moraes or Ironbound in our coverage on Game and Frame in the UPSL. Hat trick hero for Nicholas Nemi, finally putting away the onslaught in the second half by Rossi Academy. And it should finish 6-4. Zemraki, can they make it 7? It's 2-on-1. Zemraki, unselfish to Robbins. Another debut goal. Put it across the grain and wide. (6-4), 10 goals tonight. We've seen some great playoff matches last fall here at Eddie Moraes for Ironbound, but 10 goals was not expected before this match started. It turned out to be, or looking like, one of the easiest matches we've seen Ironbound play. What was, I mentioned they're almost perfect at 5-0, became close to a nightmare. And what they could have given away, 2 points, but they hold on for 3. They score 6, and it is a job done in the first match of this fall season. And Ironbound winning. We will have an interview with them at pitch level here in a few moments as we will get down there and then talk to Ironbound after their post-game chat, and they will talk to us as well. So stick with us for this interview with Ironbound as they are 6-4 winners. Good push forward. Tavares, will he shoot again? That's open and palmed away by Romero. Good active save by Romero. That definitely would have been a goal by Tavares, and he keeps it goalless.
Matakian now with space, gonna try a shot, and it's saved. Matakian trying his luck from distance. Vedasov, goalkeeper for New York, did a great job to get that one away.
Shot on the turn, hits the crossbar above. That's the crossbar of the field goal post, and apparently Armstrong got a piece. It flagged for another corner following, so that's a really good save from Armstrong if he was able to get some fingertips on the ball.
Or finish himself. Here's Apajian into Kahiani for a third, and a great save. Keeps that one out the corner. What a great diving effort there from the goalkeeper, Andre Mosesian.
At the box. This is Russell Vargas from left back. Montero's onside, touched it for Tobin! And a great save on the dive by Sellers. He just saved his back line from giving up the lead at 2-1. That's a tremendous save there by Sellers with his gloves.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
So we are back on the pitch with the winners. I have Nicholas Nemi and Jason Chung. So Jay, I got to start with the hat trick guy, okay? So I just to let everyone know, Nicholas, the three there, of course. How are you feeling to start the year personally with scoring a hat trick?
I mean, personally, I feel great. The first half, I don't think it could have gotten any better. And then the first 30 of the second half, I mean, you saw it. It was a little shaky, but I'm just happy that we got tested for our grit this early on, and we were able to bring it together and we were able to finish it. I feel great scoring 3, but I'm even happier that even though it was really dark at one point, we were able to come together and we still won the game.
Scoring the first 5, a lot of them were runs in behind. What were you seeing from, they weren't playing a really, really high line, maybe saying here to the 50, but even at like the 30-yard line. So how was that for you guys, just being able to say this is simple, let's just play the ball in and make the runs?
For me, what I saw from being out wide was, especially on my side, their fullbacks would keep joining the attack, and then we'd win the ball, and if we were able to quickly get that ball out wide and immediately start that counter, that's how we kept finding the holes. That's how I scored mine. That was offside, got called back. Like I said, half the balls we would just get in behind because they'd all join the attack, quick dispossession. If we were to go up quick, then we found the holes, and that was it.
I was going to really ask both of you about mindset there with the situation in the second half. Both of you are on the full match. What are you saying to your guys here to put it away? I know you scored the goal, but there's a lot of things that go into that to just get to the one moment. So what were you saying there? Because we were kind of saying as we were walking over here what you guys were thinking when it became 5-4 and then 6-4.
Honestly, I think the biggest thing is once it became 5-3, 5-4, it's just forget the scoreline, forget the idea of momentum in this game. It's a 0-0 game. The ball's on our feet. Forget the entire last 70 minutes. Everything from now on is new. Just play soccer. We've kept it simple. We did it the whole first 45. We just had to slow down, keep our composure. And it looked like we kind of got it. We slowed down a little bit, but again, that last 10 minutes, we figured it out and we were able to hold out.
Jason, you had a new center back partner tonight in Robert. First game here with Ironbound. What did you like playing with him back there? As you've been a constant, but some other guys have played with you at center back, so debut for him. What did you like when you guys had the clean sheet through 60?
Robert's a great kid. He more than anything else, he listens both to me and Sabadine and then later Pires. But, more than anything else, truly, you tell him to do something, you tell him to constructive criticism, he takes it. He's not one of those players who gets upset or anything like that. He takes it, he adjusts, and he adapts, and it's great. It was a great forced performance, in my opinion, for him.
Even though you gave up 4, what can you guys learn from this, as especially a leader for you? How, of course, you get the win, so that's always great. That's always the mission, but what can you take from this, the mistakes you made, to then for other games, obviously it's just first game, but how you can be better in a situation like this, or just completely squash it and make sure you don't be in a situation like that ever again?
Well, definitely the last one, completely squash and never make this happen again. But, I think a big part of it, too, was we had a lot of injuries about midway through the second half. So, some of the subs that came on weren't necessarily warm yet, especially in the midfield. They just had to come on without being warm at all. And I think that affected some of it, especially the one on the corner kick. I think it was Zhang who went down immediately beforehand. That stuff does weigh into it, and I think that was a factor. They, especially the 3 in the middle, had never played together before. A lot of new faces. So, I'm hoping that as we continue practicing, we continue playing, that kind of will gel, and just, that type of stuff will go away. But at the end of the day, more than anything else, I think it was truly just coming on without being warm, and unfortunately, it affected us.
Yeah, I was going to touch on there what you said there at the end about the new guys. A lot of new faces, some constants here, you two, but some new guys here. How do you think it's been at the start of the season as you guys have been training for this, what you've seen from them so far and what you kind of are expecting for the rest of the season as you guys are trying to finish first as you did a year ago?
The one thing I'll give the new guys is they've been very dedicated. If anything, they've been at more of our practices than the regulars. A lot of our regulars have been, on vacation, coming back. Even our coach, landed 4 hours ago
today
from Portugal. Yeah, got off the plane, dropped his stuff at home, came back here. So that's the one thing I'll give the new guys. They have been absolutely dedicated. I think a lot of them, for their first time playing at this level, it was definitely a shock. As we saw it, 5-0 to 5-4. We definitely saw the growing pains, but I think it's something we can adjust, and they're going to learn.
All right, Jason and Nicholas, as always, I know you guys have done a ton of interviews with me. I really appreciate it. We appreciate it here on Game in Frame. We'll be back for Ironbound's next home match and all of their home matches this fall season in the UPSL Premier. So stick with us here on Game in Frame. 6-4 win tonight from Eddie Moraes.